The question is, as the number of cars increases, more money has to be spent on road systems. Some people think the government should pay for this. Others, however, think that drivers should cover the costs. Discuss both views and give your opinion. The increasing number of cars on roads has raised a significant concern for governments around the world. As more vehicles hit the roads, the demand for better infrastructure and maintenance of roads has increased. While some argue that the government should be responsible for spending money on road systems, others believe that drivers should cover the costs. In this essay, I will discuss both views and present my opinion on the matter. On the one hand, proponents of the idea that the government should pay for the road systems argue that it is the responsibility of the government to provide its citizens with safe and efficient infrastructure. They contend that taxes paid by citizens should be used to fund these public services. Additionally, they argue that not all drivers can afford to pay for the maintenance of roads, and hence, it is the responsibility of the government to ensure that roads are in good condition. On the other hand, opponents of the idea of the government paying for road systems argue that drivers should cover the costs. They contend that drivers who use the roads should pay for the infrastructure and maintenance costs. They suggest that tolls and congestion charges could be used to raise revenue to cover these costs. Additionally, they argue that charging drivers for using the roads would incentivize them to use public transport or alternative modes of transport, which would reduce congestion on the roads. In my opinion, both views have their merits, but ultimately, drivers should cover the costs of road systems. While it is true that the government has a responsibility to provide public services, including road infrastructure, it is also true that drivers benefit from using the roads. Therefore, it is only fair that drivers contribute to the maintenance and upkeep of the road systems. However, it is essential to ensure that the charges levied on drivers are reasonable and do not put an undue burden on low-income households. In conclusion, the issue of who should pay for the road systems is a contentious one. While some argue that the government should foot the bill, others believe that drivers should cover the costs. In my view, drivers should be responsible for paying for the infrastructure and maintenance of roads, as they are the ones who benefit from using them. Nonetheless, it is crucial to ensure that the charges are reasonable and do not disproportionately affect low-income households.